What's up, everybody? It's your girl Shar, and I just want to thank you for tuning into the Surviving Your 20s podcast, where my mission here is to teach you how to survive, thrive, and live your best life in your 20s. Yeah, because we don't want to just be surviving our whole life, we want to thrive, okay? So I'm super excited that you're here, that you're tuned in, that you're checked in. By the views that I got on my old video, I know that you guys were ready for the tea and you're feeling my thoughts and views and opinions. So I just want to thank you for tuning on in. More importantly, I know that you guys were loving the fact that I had like someone in the background, and that was my husband giving commentary. I'm starting this new thing. I know my setup kind of looks a little different. I have in headphones. I'm using one camera angle instead of two. I'm working on offering podcasting as a service. I love podcasting so much. And I believe that people have so much to say. And I'm from New York, and I want to connect with people from Connecticut, Ohio, Pennsylvania without like traveling all the way across the world to set up and do everything like that. So I decided that I'm going to start connecting with individuals and doing interviews via the internet. So this is just a test run, and who else would I want to bring on for this test run other than you said it? Come on, come on in, tune on in, everybody.
I'm weak, but some tune on it.
Carrots. You might be like, all right, why did you bring him back?
Now I'm gonna be here every week. I'm always here, but
He's
I'm not gonna
always
be on
here.
camera every week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you
I'm just
guys get
I'm
to.
I'm just a tech guy, so I'm making sure your podcast work properly. And this internet thing, we're in two separate locations. So I had to help you. You had a lot of slow moments, but finally, someone
Yeah,
got it right.
I got it
I
right.
think my English is better when I'm seeing my face. I need to have a mirror when I'm walking so I could just put it up so I could speak proper English. Anyway,
Okay.
back to you and your show. What's the name of your podcast again?
Don't play yourself. Surviving Your 20s podcast.
It's Surviving 2.0. Because you ain't going to be 20 forever, I'm going to tell you. Every day is one day you're getting closer to 100. Anywho, inside joke. Keep it going. Keep it
Uh,
going. Resist the temptation. Keep it going. Let's go.
anywho, you guys don't know this, but Carrot is actually super funny and he gives really great insight. And also, it's such a pleasure in having like some male perspective as it relates to the topics that I'm going to bring forward today. And so I know the ladies will definitely appreciate some male perspective, okay? Because I'm going to be talking about some juicy, juicy things. Before that, I don't really have too much updates for you guys. I've just been doing exactly what I said I was going to do by being consistent, showing up, being present, and taking care of my mental health. I also kind of came to this revelation that I kind of can't. Well, I knew this already, but like this week kind of solidified it for me that I can only take on one task at a time. Like I cannot do more than one task. Like I have to sit down and just hone in on one thing. And I'm just that type of learner. I know it seems like I do a lot as it relates to just seeing me on YouTube and Instagram. Like, oh, she probably is such a great multitasker. Absolutely not. So now that I just came to this revelation, I feel like my work life will be easier. But that's pretty much all the updates I have for you. Um, Carrot. Oh, and another almost update is that I'm almost about to be 1 year married. It came so fast.
Yeah,
But
on the 26th.
Carrot, don't play yourself.
ah,
I'm about to 1 year married on the 28th. And that is so dope for
it
us.
don't
I
sound
love that
like you're
for
sure
us.
of the number. 28th? You sure it was the 28th?
Yes, I'm absolutely sure.
Yeah, 1 year. Felt like a
Mm.
month.
It sure did. See, time flies when you're having fun.
Wink, wink. Blink if you need help.
Um, yeah, so
Uh,
let's get right on into the topic for today. We're going to be discussing all things Chris Brown, between Chris Brown and Kanye West. And I'm not talking about Kanye as it relates to Kanye and Kim. I'm kind of like over that whole situation. I'm actually talking about the documentary and what gems we can take from Kanye in his 20s and him being persistent to get to where he is right now. Some gems that we can take from him. And then also like the Chris Brown situation. For those of you who don't know, I was like the top fangirl for Chris Brown probably when I was like 12. I was loving Chris Brown. I don't know what happened. I guess you get older and you kind of like you don't get the hype over the celebrities anymore.
you better
And
get older.
I was a whole
Better.
12-year-old, like every other 12-year-old crushing on Omarion, Chris Brown. Who else was out? Like mad other people. I got a ice box. I actually made a hall pass out of Omarion for all the girls. They were like, yeah, we love Omarion. This was in sixth grade. But point is, I was a diehard Chris Brown like fan. And now I'm just older, but still hurts me to see what this man has been going through in the media. He's going through a very tumultuous time because of the accusations that Jane Doe, because I actually tried to find her. I'm like, let me see what this girl look like.
Yeah, it's the fact that they do the Jane Doe. It's Jane Doe they say.
Yeah,
You
Jane
know,
Doe.
you know that's the name they use for dead people that don't have no
I know.
identity. So why they choose to give? Why they give her name out?
Yeah, I feel like we should give her name out, but yeah, Jane Doe. I guess she doesn't have an identity, right? Because she's trying to find one in Chris Brown and his money. So that's kind of like the perfect name for
And,
her.
and she started her campaign and everything.
She started a
You
campaign.
should start with her. Start with her. Like how
Yeah,
we
I'm gonna
here.
start with her because I'm hot on her right now. And then you guys could get like the good tea at the end with Kanye. So I'm gonna start with her. Carrot, you know I can't see you. I don't know if you're gonna.
Nah, cause it's your show, so I don't want to be on the screen every time. And I'm saying I'm in.
Okay,
I'm the tech guy. I'm in and out. So I just zoom in when I need to zoom in. You know what I'm saying?
okay, no problem.
Whoosh, I'm
Okay.
out of here.
That was so funny. Okay, so we're gonna be discussing Chris Brown. I literally have the text messages. Okay, so if you guys don't know the story already, Chris Brown was accused of trigger warning coming up, drugging and raping a woman on a yacht in 2020, according to the lawsuit. So this happened in 2020. It's a $20 million lawsuit. And I'm not even going to lie, it sounded believable upon for many different reasons, I guess. Like I said, as a woman and in society, we automatically believe that the woman is telling the truth, and it's like it makes it kind of hard because you have victims out here who are really going through this exact same thing, and they were used and manipulated, vulnerable. So the drugging and the sexual assault really got me like, wow, like a lot of celebrities are getting caught up in this mix. But then it turns out that Chris Brown had his receipts. And I have a lot to say about the fact that he was guilty until proven innocent in a sense, just because of like how quick we are to cancel people and cancel culture and everything like that. So I was like, when he pulled out the receipts, I'm like, oh Lord, like this woman really was going in. So here's what happened. Here's he had the text messages. So apparently this woman is a professional choreographer and dancer. So you can see in the text messages on the screen that she it's blocked out, but she had sent him a naked picture and she was like, "Baby." And this was So in December 2020, he responded at 7:08 a.m. and said, "Yo, you should take a plan B." Now, the next set of text messages, he was like, "I don't like talking on phones about stuff like that. I'm just being proactive." She was like, "Oh, okay, I'll get one." He said, "I definitely didn't ejaculate inside of you. I was just hella faded, so I wanted to be sure." Kissy face. She said, "Okay, babe, that's fine. I wanna whatever you tonight at midnight." She keeps writing him, "Where you at? December 31st, 2020, Bay." Um, she sent him another picture like, "Hey, this is my new number." And this was, I guess, January 1st. But I just think she had, like, to me, I think she got a new
Yo,
number.
quick question.
Yeah.
How much time did she just write herself back in that text?
How much time she wrote? Like, two, three times.
It's three. Not bad. How many?
That's three
How
times.
many days apart?
But it's the same day. So this is all the
Oh, it's the
same
same.
day.
All that is the same day.
Okay. It's the same day.
The new
So
number.
where you
The new number too.
the new number happened on the new year. So it's kind of like, oh, new year, new number. But I just believe she got a new number because she wanted to see if she was blocked or, like new number, you know, like, like how women be like new
I
number.
don't
He ain't
know. I
responding.
don't
Let
know.
me go a little crazy. New number. She calling him, "Where you at?" All right, no, that was all right. This is a new year now. So this means we crossed over into 2021. She sends him a picture, obviously a seductive one, and goes, "Hey, it's name is blocked out. This is my new number." He said, "New." He, as in Chris Brown, said, "New number that fast?" She said, "Yeah. Since in LA now, gotta get right." She writes back, "You in LA?" "You in LA?" He said, "Yup." He said, "Where you at?" She said, "Home. I live in Hollywood." He said, "Word, let's link later today." You know what link mean? Link means like we're gonna do what we do and that's it.
Link mean lie.
What like yeah, link, lie down.
Ah, you so slow. What type of Christian are you, sister? Sister Shaw.
I'm about to go lay down. Go. I'm about to go lay down.
Lie with, be
Lie
with,
with.
new,
He was about to know her
or
in
probably,
another way
or nude.
or nude her. Renewed.
Are you taking it too far now?
Okay.
And
No, okay.
and Adam knew Eve.
All right, Pastor.
Very general. You gotta keep it G. You have a
Yeah.
Christian podcast. Get to the story fast. You kind of dragging it out. You dragging the T. Go.
Okay. All right. I guess I could just break down what I'm trying to break down what it means to the people.
All right, keep going. Keep going.
Okay. She said,
You
all
see
right,
me?
I see you.
No, you don't.
Okay. Okay. So she like home. I live in Hollywood. He's like, word, let's link later today. So that means to lie down. She's like, okay, you bet. Your place or mine? He's like, mine, probably with the devil emoji. She's like, LOL, okay, bet. You got E. I didn't get to take it last time we met. I guess E is ecstasy. Ha. A lot of stuff going on here. Nah,
What?
you got E, but let me not assume because I never done any type of drugs other than smoking that Zaza. So I don't know. And praise the Lord for delivering me. So I don't know what E means. Maybe you can tell me what E means, but from what I know, prior knowledge, I guess that means ecstasy. He said, "Not at there with my homies. I don't be getting lit unless my homies got it." Oh, drugs. Okay. She said, "Okay, we can be chill tonight. I'll try to find some." She wrote him January 11th, 2021. "What you doing?" January 13th. Sad face. He said, "What's up? I had some junk to handle yesterday." She like, "Where you at right now?" He like, "Why? What's up?" She like, "I wanted to come over. LOL, I'm bored." Girl, you ain't got nothing to do.
No life.
Dang, sis needs to go
Shit.
dive in the ocean because she is
A lot,
thirsty.
a lot of ocean out there in LA.
Yeah, a lot of ocean. She needs to go. She was real thirsty. Like Make some time. And then she's getting aggressive now, January 15th. Make some time for me tonight
So
because he
so
didn't
so
respond.
also it looked like he had went the night to chill without the ecstasy.
Maybe.
Yeah, probably that's after that is just a phone call.
Yeah, maybe.
So
Okay.
probably that's why she aggy after in the 15th because she's like I only seen you a little after the new year and you dubbed me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, maybe.
So
So
now she getting aggressive because you'd look crazy being aggressive this long for nothing.
yeah, for nothing, right? So now, sorry I fell asleep and no, I'm on my period, menstrual. She
She
says,
said that.
mm-hmm.
Oh,
And I have a question. Do you just want to smash me or can we like hang out and chill like on some chill junk during the day? I know you be busy and it's cool if you just want to smash. I just need to know my role. Like I got to dissect that. I can't move forward without dissecting that right
sis,
there.
just need to know her position.
Girl, you knew your position when you went to lie down. That was
Oh,
the
poor thing.
position.
Gotta pray for her.
And I think as women
What's
sometimes
her
you
name? What's
cannot
her name?
Jane.
I need to bring her.
Though
I'll bring her to the prayer basket. There's a prayer basket at this church that I go to.
you got like I'm not the person to sit here and ridicule someone, but if you're absolutely accusing someone of being a someone who commits sexual assault, then you got to get what's coming to you next. This girl wrote this man and said, "It's okay if we just chill like on some regular day." Like, girl, this man has not one, not two, three children. He is a high profile R&B singer and he smashed you and probably smashed you once or twice.
Can you use Christian language, please? The S word ain't gonna cut his sister. He lie with he knew. I'm on the pod today. You can't. You gotta G general audience G. Replace the word the S word with new.
Praise the Lord. All
Here you
right. I got
go.
to
Here you go, sister. Let him do it for you. New lie with.
Okay.
New lie with.
Got it.
Entanglement.
Entanglement.
The smash burger thing? Nah, we ain't doing that. I'm on the pod, okay?
Praise the
Quality
Lord.
control. You see me?
I see you.
No, you don't. Yeah, you love corny stuff. It's
Oh my god.
crazy. Like,
I'm not gonna fall for that again. Okay, guys. Okay, so Carrot says I'm being vulgar, but
very. Get back
you
to your
know,
Christian roots, brother Cooper watching.
trust me, these Christians know what I'm talking about.
Jesus.
Woo! She said, "Okay, do you just want to lie down with me? Or can we hang out like on some chill junk during the day? I know you busy and it's cool if you just want to lie down with me, as in get
Need no explanation. I just gave it.
okay.
Continue.
I just want to know my role. Now, this lady saying this, I have to dissect this real quick. Like, you can tell she's a little aggressive and thirsty. Like, I'm not going to sit here and act like I never was thirsty for a dude. Like, if he wasn't texting me back, that whole New York thing. Um,
He was thirsty today, but continue.
anyway,
It's texting down my phone.
praise the Lord. Yeah, I'll be thirsty for you. I'm married to you. That's different. Clearly, this
Nah,
woman,
no language on type of language. G. You see me?
I don't see you. Okay. Clearly, this woman is trying to figure out what she is. But to be 100 with you, he just wanted to lie down with her. He just wanted to lay down with her. And that's exactly what he did. And that's what she wanted as well, because that's why she did it. She keeps sending him the pictures. She keeps leading him on. She keeps asking him, are you coming to your place or my place? Like, where is this transaction happening? You got drugs. So all both of the things that she's technically accusing him of, she's like initiating it. I believe that she probably thought she was going to be the next Karushi. I don't know if she thought she was going to be the next baby mother. I don't know if she thought she was going to be like the next girlfriend. And sometimes as women, we come into this place where you do the action. So you sleep with someone, and then now you're asking him, "What are we?" Like you cannot. It's like all the way backwards, especially as a
What
Chris.
are we?
I,
Nothing.
I have to bring this up on the podcast because a lot of women make this mistake of thinking that a man is going to lay down with you after he got the goods. Now, why?
Not
Why?
not lay down, but stay with you.
Like stay with you. Yeah, like you think he's gonna stay with you, wife you, and marry you. Like, oh my god, this has to be the most magically delicious thing. Like, girl, no. It's one up the block, down the block, the left, the right. Like, is I'm not saying that people don't have amazing experiences, but honestly, I don't think something we gotta process is that sex has been around since the beginning of time, and it's honestly it's no level upgrade. It's no level 20. It's the same thing. I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm just trying to give you some perspective. Like let's not as women don't put so much power in that actual thing that you have down there because there's actually not that much power as you think. And I don't mean to burst your bubble, but that's just the truth. So it looks like she feels as if, she's trying to reconsider, like, can we chill? Like, what do you want to do? Get ice cream? I don't know. I just see right through the thirst. Anyway, let's continue.
She don't have a work.
Me no know. Me no know.
She just want to chill every day.
Like,
What you
you want to
doing?
check. Like he's a whole R&B artist. Like, girl, he probably in the studio
She
or
sound like
something.
she in high school. Like you want to chill.
You
Like,
want to chill?
like you are adult.
All right. So she wrote that January 23rd. I guess he didn't reply clearly, and she put okay, never mind, because
Which
now
which
she's in
which date she put? Okay, never mind.
January 23rd.
Oh, the same day.
No, this is a whole new day because
Oh, sister,
um
she probably had to go to work that day.
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure, but she responded I guess some a couple days later like okay, never mind. He didn't respond to that. Then she sends him another promiscuous photo. Okay. Let me see. He didn't reply. She said, "What you doing, bae? You up?" Now this is February 7th. This is a whole new month. He didn't reply to that sexy photo. That's what I'm saying. She probably thinks, she got it. She's like, "You up?" Then that was February 7th. Now February 20th. I'm coming home with you tonight. We at the same party. This is giving stalker vibes. Carrot. Nah.
Ah, ah. You know what she sound like? Remember that movie you watch, The Night Stalker? Like she had her camera. She said, "Where's Chris Brown? Where's Chris Brown?"
Where's Chris Brown?
She
Where
find
where
it. She's like, "Oh, we at the same camp. We at the same
Yeah,
party
like
tonight."
we're low key at the same party, and she probably had on her binoculars, like,
Looking through the hills, like I see you.
I see you. She probably like Wagwan Chris, Wagwan Chrissy. She was,
Ah!
and you see how thirsty she is. Like, you're coming home with me tonight. We're at the same party, and girl, get a grip. Like, get a grip on yourself.
Ah!
You know what I mean? Like
People do
this.
that. He says she hasn't seen this man in like 2 months, and the
Yeah,
text just gonna say, "We're at the same party. You're coming home with me tonight."
he didn't reply.
That's some superpower right there.
Okay, period.
That's crazy.
So, where you at? So that was February 20th. He didn't respond. Next message comes March 17th. Where you at?
Wait. So the last text was February was what?
February 20th.
20th. So almost a month later.
Yeah. Where
March.
you at?
Oh God,
She
poor
she
thing.
replies March 17th, where you at? Then she replied, that was at 12:47 a.m. Then he didn't reply. So March 17th, 1:56 a.m. I'm sorry, I'm high as F. I just want to come over.
Who's saying that? The girl.
That's what she's saying.
She just want to come over because she high.
Yeah, but good night. Girl, it's a lot. Like
What she?
it looked
Oh,
like she did the drugging. Like she has a she likes to get high. My thing is, like, there are actual women. This is my point to this. There are actually women who have gone through this experience and are looking at her like, girl, like, this is not something that you play around with. Like, I get that you want to live a certain promiscuous lifestyle where, you out here and you like to smoke and drink and turn up and, have uh intercourse and things like that. That's your lifestyle. But the fact that she is acting as if he did it to her when clearly this is like a pattern that she has. Like, I don't work for SVU, y'all. Like, I don't. But clearly, like, she's a little aggressive. Now, to continue the text messages, April 4th, because he didn't reply. Now this she's just having a conversation with herself, as you can see.
oh God, for 3 months.
April 4th, where you at? Can I
Oh
come
God.
over? May 5th is his birthday. I know that because I was a diehard fan. Happy birthday, babe. Heart, heart. He didn't reply. May 7th, where is your skate party tonight? He didn't reply. June 27th.
Not
Will I?
June.
She has the
So
determination.
she been was writing back herself this whole
Been-
time.
Like, I have some messages in my Facebook inbox that look exactly like this. Like, as it relates to, I never seen them though. Let me make that clear. But do you have some men that just constantly, "Hey, beautiful," I like they see I'm married, they will still keep going, going, and going and going, and then like I have a lot to say about the deleting of messages when I'm done with the dissecting this. Okay, June 27th. Will I ever be able to see you again?
When that
He didn't.
is June 27th.
Mm,
She said so. She finally something. She just getting it.
yeah. Now June, August 23rd.
Oh
She
God.
sent him this is a half a year worth of conversations with
But
yourself.
oh God.
She sends him a naked picture. She said missing you.
Why she
Now
ain't
this
why
is
why why she ain't sending him a word of encouragement? She
I
couldn't
don't
look
know.
in her Bible. She don't have the Bible app or something. She could like say, "Hey, may the Lord bless and keep you.
Some women
Plant
can't
your
take
feet,
rejection.
plant your feet by the rivers of water." Yeah, if you sending all them naked pictures and they ain't work, I think it's time to send a Bible first.
I just think it's time to say,
You see me?
you got I don't see it. Okay, she sent him a naked picture missing you. You were honestly the best blank I ever had. I just want it again. Why you playing with me? Then there's a
Quick
voice
question.
note.
Question. Which month is this?
This is August.
That's August. So
Yeah.
she was still reaching out in August.
Yeah, and then this is where the voice note comes in. I wouldn't play it on here, but she's basically begging him like, I want to do it again. I
Which
want to
month
get
is
down.
which month is that?
This is still August. Now, August 26th, 8:58. She said, "You knew full well I wasn't pressing you about no
What?
do. You told me to stay and then you going to try to play me. Now that's crazy. I didn't deserve that, but you def got it." That's the end of that
But
thread, and I guess in 2022 now she filed the claim saying that she was drugged and trigger word raped. I just can't.
I think people like her make it bad for ladies with real problems.
I
Because
believe
now she the girl that cry wolf. So now
yeah.
there's somebody else. Because there are other people with claims, and now they stuff looks shaky. But everybody, this is life and this is survival. Everybody gonna try to survive. But
Mhm.
but then you can't be. It's like a probably she's just crazy because it's a
Yeah, I
fine
feel
line between survival and shame. It's like which one of the S she working with is she ashamed? Cause you was begging for all this time. And
And
this,
it's not like he
let
put,
me
you know.
let me cook, let me pie, baby, let me pie.
Go
Why
ahead.
you come? Anyways, I'm playing you. I'm gonna shut up. But no, like how you beg for this long, and then you say you make me forget my thought because you cut me off.
Sorry. No, you said, was it shame or like,
Nah, yeah, yeah, but it's like borderline crazy. I forgot I had a good point. When you come back, I'll let you know.
okay. Yeah, she could be great. I just personally feel she could be a little on the off side because it's not like he put out a video of her and she's ashamed, so now she's suing. Or it's just like a random, oh, I got curved. Like I'm in high school, I got curved. I don't like it. I want your money now. Like, how do you think that you have that much power? Like, did she not think it all the way through? Like, what if he has the text messages? What if he, you know what I mean? Like, it's just not looking good for her. I wish they had put her name out because they was dragging Chris Brown. They
Listen,
drug him.
I promise you, Chris Brown gonna find a way how to make her name come out.
It's gonna slip through the cracks.
He gonna let her name come out. But you know, I ain't defending him because my thing is that it's hard to defend people. Like it's weird because if you live that life, you know what I'm saying.
That's
Anything,
also
it's
true.
like my thing. My new thing is life expectancy. I'm saying I
Mhm.
love going to church. You know what I'm saying I go to church. I've been going to church so long that I could find fun in everything in church.
Mhm.
You just have like certain ushers that I look forward to just seeing at church because they just make me
Yeah.
laugh. They just crack me up. You know what I mean? They just be
Mm.
proactive and it just gets me going. So I'll choose that over the club just to go watch
Okay.
that one usher because my life expectancy is very high in the church, contrary to what people might say about the church.
Yeah. That's also true.
The the ratio of a sister saying that I touched her while I'm behind the keyboard and the amps. You know what I'm saying? I would have the whole court at the church. I had the whole church at the courthouse just defending me. Like, she a liar, she crazy, judge.
Yeah.
He was in the corner of the keyboard the whole time. With the lights on and everything. So it's like,
Cause
yo,
nobody's coming there so hot intoxicated.
yeah, but
Like the
at the club is just like a weird. Imagine he never had those text messages.
Yeah, I feel like it would have been over. That's all right. Let me talk about that. I am not a firm believer in deleting messages for mad reasons. I let me say why though. When I got into this relationship with you, obviously, I've been was like, okay, I'm deleting. I used to hold stuff hostage, like, I want to prove that you was this type of person. And ultimately I deleted the messages like with people that I used to talk to, XYZ. Thank God, because I don't have to go back to it. But there was one message in particular that I never deleted, and it was from when I was 17, and a pastor, I always have a story, right? Tried to talk to me and I never deleted the message. I just never deleted it. And actually, you and I were looking at it. Well, you weren't looking at it. I was showing it to you, and kind of dissecting what was going on in his mind when he wrote me. Cause I was 17. He was like 36 and he had a wife and a kid. And he was trying to talk to me, talking about he liked me. And this was in my church. That like I I have my receipts and I felt like I kept my receipts for just like if he was to strike again at 17, I'm not trying to say like, oh, I'm the most knowledgeable 17-year-old, but there are some women who are just naive. They don't have like the ability to dissect like if a man, like I knew that a 17-year-old and a 38-year-old with with that's a pastor with a wife and a kid, why is he coming after me? I've got like pedophile behavior and a youth pastor at that.
Listen, what I'm saying. Let
This
me
is
talk.
what I'm saying to you. I'm speaking on the fact that thank God Chris Brown didn't delete message. That's all I'm
But
saying.
I think
It's like,
but this is what I'm saying. He playing a dangerous game too. Like he's not all the way innocent, and I'm not talking about rape. You know what I'm saying? It's like yo, you gotta avoid a situation sometimes. And I think that he knew why he was keeping that because he that's the game that he's playing.
and I feel
If you
like this
have
is one of
money,
many. I feel like this is one of many. I feel like there's certain things, I don't know. He's been in the game for a long time. I'm sure that this is not the first person who tried to blackmail him. I'm sure this is not the first person who said, "Oh, I'm pregnant. Send me money." Cause or else I'm gonna have this baby. I'm sure it's a whole bunch of stuff that goes on in this lifestyle. But I'm speaking to the fact that he still had his messages. And I'm not saying that Chris Brown is all the way innocent. I'm just saying that this is something that comes with that lifestyle.
I'm talking about like a serious. There is a thing as a serious where it's people choke people, put gun to their head, and threaten them to kill them. It's very bad. It's like something you see in a movie. Like you don't see that in like real life. You know what I'm saying? And like stuff like when that happens, most of those women go to the cops. You know what I'm saying? I think it gets shady. It gets shady when people get behind closed doors, and what she did would affect people who were really affected in that area. You know what I'm saying?
Let me just say this. A lot of women think that their relationship is going to work after sleeping with a dude for the first night, like I mentioned, because they believe that their parts have
But they
power.
don't have no better to have some mercy on these women.
But no, what I'm saying to you, I am giving you I'm giving grace to them. My issue is that there's so many things that are not taught. Like we have this society that puts emphasis on schools and grades and how we're going to do live the American dream, but nobody's really giving you lessons, and that goes for in church and school and like you literally have to learn these things as you go if you didn't have someone literally telling you every step of the way. Like before you go to this dude's house, check his ID. Before you go to this person's house, you got to have some things in place. Meet his family, go in the daytime. Make sure you're not like little stuff like that. Like nobody's telling you these things. And then we have this whole gray area, if that
But
makes
in
sense.
a world where your television tell you that stuff's supposed to be magical. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's following those rules. Hence why I say there's a thing. I'm not gonna call it serious sexual assault. I'm gonna call it brutal. Brutal
Mhm.
meaning that people threaten you. They do that stuff with strangers, psychopaths. They just grab people and do them all manner of evil.
Mhm.
That stuff always ends up in the police hands. 9 out of 10 times that ends up in the police hands because it's so traumatic. Like it's like
Yeah,
you have to
and
tell
my
somebody. Let me talk, because then you're gonna cut me
mhm.
off. Now, when it comes on to a person that you know, that's when there's a lot of gray area. Some girls probably have to just take it in embarrassment. Some girls get to explain themselves. Some girls lie. I have a very soft heart when it comes on to women. So I'm not gonna be the man that say that you should lock them up. But I think she deserve.
I think
Uh,
she deserves to be locked up.
nah, don't lock the girl up. Cause I have you're a woman. I have a soft heart. I think she needs to do some community service. Even though that's a slap on the wrist, at least they got to start giving these women like little stuff to deter them from doing this, so that when people have real situations, because as much as you're a girl and you think all is like all like it, rape is a serious topic, but you got the brutal one where it's a stranger, psycho. I'm from a country area. I was running when I see unmarked vans, and I was a boy. Run, like, because it's very scary for a weird stranger to come out of somewhere and grab you. That's very brutal. The ones where you know the person, it's there's a lot of gray areas and moving parts. So when
Mhm.
people like her do stuff like this, it's making it bad for a person who really have a situation. Like,
Somebody got to get punished one time, and it has to be more than community service, because
it's
I don't
barbaric. I
believe.
feel like community service is a start.
I
Girls don't
believe,
like to clean dirty
like,
walls in
here's my
public.
thing. You're gonna take, not only were you willing to go toe to toe with this person, but you were willing to get $20 million from
Now,
him.
you know that's true. Probably she should.
Like,
Probably she
y-
should. Probably she should. Pay pay back a little some money based on her income, whatever job she has. Because now that you're talking about that, it's just that I think that women are soft, but it's a bad thing to think that women are soft.
some women are very hard. That is a hardcore. Like, I
No,
feel
no,
like
no. Let me talk, cause I got some little insight that you do. You know that she had a lawyer that started a press run, and she was the lead.
I know that, and
And she
guess
went
what?
on Tasha K and was saying like, and they had a whole script on Chris Brown how they was gonna get him, and there was more girls. They did an update. The lawyer dropped her.
The lawyer dropped out. I read
So,
that.
and this
The
is my thing with these lawyers too. How you couldn't hear the story and like, yo, you just hear Chris Brown and was ready to run with it. Like, why you couldn't do some,
ready for the coin.
why you couldn't do some more research? The lawyer even
Uh,
started taking like trying to go to the court of public opinion, like trying to get interviews. Like, who does that? That's why I'm saying you got to go to church. You know what I'm saying? You got to have somebody to defend you and be like, yo, nah. You got to be in a well lit environment. That
yeah.
darkness, man.
But I think talking about this as it relates to surviving in your 20s, this whole scenario of partying, like the media shows, party, take pills, to get molly, snort a little coke, do a little of this, get a little of that, if have a threesome, it won't affect you, sensitivity won't be gone, live your life, be your best self. And it's like they don't tell you about the aftermath. Both parties are definitely, like, how you want to live your life, you can do it, but just also know that there's actual consequences that come with that. So I'm not here one to tell you like you can't do this. I would advise you not to go to. I'm a strong person that says don't go to parties, don't drink, don't turn it. Like, you might have all good intentions. Somebody at the party might not. You might go there, and even when I have a son and I'm gonna be explain to him like, you might go to this spot and have all good intentions, and there's that one girl who's just emotionally imbalanced, and you kiss her and then it blows up into something that it was never meant to be, because you just don't have no idea what people are plotting in the back of their head. And some of these situations could have been avoided. I always say this, I'm not speaking from a place where, oh, I was just in church my whole life singing glory hallelujah. No, I was in the club. I know what being intoxicated does. I know how lines could get blurred. I know how guys behave aggressively, and you be into it as it relates to you, like, yeah, all these guys talking to me. You actually be a little flattered because the liquor got you thinking that this is normal. And then in the end, you
Stop the capping.
mm,
Girls and you like you halfway through your 20s. Girls in their 20s, they don't be capping a little bit. They be capping a lot.
what do you mean?
Girls in their 20s love that attention.
What do you
It's
mean?
like they the queen of the world. Make three dudes call
Yeah.
into. It's like they flying. You can't
I
talk
thought
to
I
them.
was I
Can't
thought I was
talk to them.
I really thought I was that girl, like, oh, any dude that talk to me, he gonna want me forever. Like,
Can't talk to girls in their
what?
20s.
Where did that come from? It's all a lie. They actually want you just for that one thing.
And
And you can't.
the ones that ride it out until they 30 and going up, it be like when you was telling this one that you need to do that and playing these games in your 20s, because that's the only time as a girl that you could play these games and get away with it.
Mhm.
That's your time to pick and choose.
What
Cause,
lifestyle you want to live? Yeah, for
cause
sure.
30 is just pick. 30 and up is it's not no pick and choose no more. The choose dropped off in your 20s.
You why you see
You just pick. And not
you pick?
I'm telling you.
No, and like 20s is like hot girl, fresh. we're new in the streets, and you have like these men that's constantly like, who, what somebody says, a girl turns 18 every day. It's not a lie. You're
There's
not going to be
a
the hottest thing.
there's a
You're not
fresh
going to be the
every
you're not going to
June
be
every June there's a fresh batch of graduates.
and it's not to say like, oh, we're glorifying this culture where men prey on women. Absolutely not. But for you yourself to believe, because this woman believes that she had it, hence the pictures, hence the sexy messages. Oh, you believe that whatever you have is so powerful that it could hold a man, and that is not substantial. And beyond that, the fact that she really lied on somebody's whole name just because he ghosted her, this has to stop. And as a Christian, I will heavily promote. I don't care what these shows are telling you. I don't care what social media is telling you. I don't care. I don't even care what your best friend is telling you. I would highly recommend that you find yourself in a church, period. And you might be like, why? Why? No, there's structure there. There's prayer. There's people that's going to direct you. You might be like, oh, being a Christian is so boring. You got to wait. You got to do this. You can't have sex. You can't drink. You can't smoke. But you are sure at least about what you're getting yourself into. You're not clouded. Your judgment is not clouded. You're not wishing and hoping like that someone likes you after you sleep with them on the first night. You're actually like, wow, I can weed out the bad ones because I said I wasn't giving it up. I'm not giving it up, and that's that. You know when a man wants you for you, and you absolutely know when he's trying to compromise. Okay, and um even in Christianity, you know when a dude is for real, for Jesus, and when he's fugazi. You know, like there will be so many signs and confirmation from God that this person is who they say they are. Granted, you cannot know 100%. But if you go to the church, we have, I mean, there might be like a person high that comes in trying to get deliverance, free food. Yeah, we know that. But as it relates to being a place where we turn up, no, we only turn up for Jesus. So I highly recommend that you find yourself around strong minded people who are not um, people that cross the line all the time, meaning taking drugs, alcohol, partying, sex. A lot of my people that and coming from experience, like talking from experience, a lot of the people that I was partying with, we ain't friends no more. What they get down with, I can't get down with. I cannot get down with that no more. Okay. And I was kind of almost like the wing girl because I was like a little bit older. Well, like a year older than everyone. So I was always the person to be like, oh yeah, I'm cute. Let me use my cutes to, you know, get us into the club. Like, come on now. I can't live like that. What and at what point, like if say I continued, I didn't settle down, I wasn't married, like was I gonna continue in my 30s like this? Like thinking that the club will retire you. 50 years old, baby, what you doing in here? Go start a family.
50,
Why you
35.
still here?
Nah, I see 50. Earlier than that.
I be seeing 40-year-olds in the club. What are you doing?
They be lying.
And they be talking about they having a good time. Your knees, go get some armor. What is it? What, what Bengay? Go
Very
rub down
gay.
your knees. Go rub down your back. You getting old. You like I saw this video. Well, I have a old friend. Her mom still be in the club. I
Okay.
be looking at her like, girl, give it up. It's me. I win. You give it up. Why are you still there? Like I just can't. But like I said, certain things come with that lifestyle. And I'm not saying that you are totally like if something happens to you, it's totally your fault, but you have to just try to make better decisions. Like do the math.
Yeah, but for any
Somebody could sneak a gun in here.
but for
You know what I'm
anybody
saying?
but for anybody in that situation, it's like
Mhm.
um it's just it is what it is. It's like I think humans. I'm trying myself. I'm a developing human being. You know what I'm saying? Practicing minimalist.
Mhm.
Practicing minimalist.
Mhm.
I'm always learning, but like we would do stuff like, hey, don't spend all your money on this. Don't spend all your money on that.
Mhm.
But then you get paid and be like, I'm a junk drive home.
Yeah.
Like you was being safe all week.
All week.
Like I'm at 3,000 calories. I'm done for the day. Oh, I'm doing OMAD, one meal for the day. I'm doing all this stuff to make my life better, and then on the weekend be like, well, I guess my life is on break.
Yeah. Oh, I more no morals, no values. I'll
That's
start
what
again
I'm.
on
Yo,
Monday.
earthquake said that in his special, and it took me out about the COVID vaccine. I'm not in big on. We're not talking about the vaccine. We're talking about the fact that people go to the club
Yeah.
and get all type of stuff from a dude that dropped out of school,
Uh-huh.
from a dude you don't know where. Weed, don't, weed is not. New York is not the main place where people grow weed. You know where you get weed? Wherever they could get it from. Sometimes it comes from Jamaica. Sometimes it comes from Cali. You don't know.
Yeah.
He's not gonna tell you that. Hey, you know what? The connect in Cali is in jail. I got this from my friend around the corner. I don't know. He's just taking it,
Mhm.
and then you think to yourself that I'm safe. So it would suit you better to eat an extra burger. No cap.
Then then to smoke, yeah.
Because you could have a class action lawsuit and actually see some money for real. Because these people are licensed to sell you this trash burger.
Yeah.
They have a license from the government say it shouldn't kill you or it shouldn't do this. It shouldn't make one of your kneecap swell. So after you eat a burger, one of your kneecaps swell. You're like, hey, government
Yeah.
lawyers. But it's like, yo, the world will teach you, like, put yourself in all of these reckless situations and you will be
Yeah.
safe. From,
Like,
from
yeah.
people with no credentials.
Yeah, like you trust the weed
It's
man.
weird.
Like for me with the society that I'm trying to figure it out, like how you don't ask somebody for your ID, but don't but you take like you don't want to ask the dude for his ID. You don't want to ask the girl to for her ID. It's too we're pressing. We're pushing the mark. People are who they say they are. But you don't want to but you you do you take weed from your weed man. You smoke blunts from people who you don't know where their mouth been, but
It's
I don't
all in the
understand.
it's all in
Like
the vibe
it's
that
all about why we don't want to push boundaries. We just believe that everyone
should
is
be
who they say
free.
they are. I know this person for sure. Absolutely. Let me tell you something about me. One thing I learned, and I'm 25, but baby, I've come alive. I don't care what people say out their mouth. You see this right here? Full of it. I don't care what someone says out their mouth. I study your body language. I study how you look at me. I study the vibe that I get from you and I run with that. I don't believe in trusting people off the rip. I'm not a person that says, "Oh, trust in everyone and then wait till they do you dirty." What? That's not how I'm living my life. I don't trust. Not saying that I don't trust you at all. I don't know you. If I don't know you, how can I trust you? If I don't know you, I don't know your customs. I don't know your background, and this goes for friendships and everything like that. Because obviously, I'm in a relationship, but I don't know where you come from. I don't know your family members. I don't know your last name. I don't know your middle name. What am I supposed to say? I trust you. I actually believe that we as a society are struggling with relationships with everyone. We're just struggling to um, believe that humans are the way we are. Like people show up as this because it is socially acceptable to show up as this. I honestly be wanting to like the thoughts that go on in my head. If I ever was to say it out loud, people would not rock with me. Like people would not. I would have zero people rocking with me because what I really want to say in my head is like, can you be quiet? Like you're capping right now. oh, nah, that's not how that work. Oh, he don't really like you, girl. Like I want to say a whole bunch of stuff. I like when people come to me for advice, I be like, "Dang, I am the wrong person to come to for advice because I'm gonna tell it like it is." But as it relates to that, I don't really want to say everything on the top of my head because I have to put up this face to society. You know what I'm saying? So it could be socially acceptable. So if I'm doing it, everybody else is doing it too. So I don't really know who you
Yeah,
are. And
you know
actually,
that.
in the book,
Yeah, you know what I
in
pay
the
for?
in,
I'd
hold
pay
on,
for. I mess up your thought in the book. I'm being
okay.
unprofessional. I'm so sorry.
Okay. Yes. In
In,
the book,
in
Laws
the
of Human
book,
Nature. In the book, Laws of Human Nature, it
Robert
talks
Greene.
about
Here you go.
yeah, it talks about how we see people two dimensionally. Like we don't see the full side of them. We don't know how they behave when they're angry. We're just seeing them in a two-dimensional way. We don't know everything about everyone. And no matter how many much time you spend with them, as it relates to seeing them on from Monday to Friday from 9 to 5, it doesn't mean you know them. You're seeing them two-dimensionally in their work setting. You don't fully know someone ever, but you really don't know someone if you're not constantly living with them, being with them over and over and over every single day. So go ahead.
Yeah, you know one time I was in high school. I don't know what happened, but I used to have this teacher. I used to think he's so cool, like he's like a gangster. He's too school. He was too cool for school. But I just respected him, you know. Yeah, I just respected him. And one day, I was passing a certain alley. I saw my son rolling up a blunt. I was like, "Dang, sir, smoke weed." I was disappointed.
Um,
He was just rolling up quick.
my son was rolling.
I was so disappointed. I said, "That's my teacher. That's like my favorite teacher. He smoke weed. Dang."
You'll be really shocked.
I was shocked because I was a kid. So I was really, really shocked. I didn't know that teachers smoke weed. And I
I
was
could only imagine. I can only imagine. And that's the truth, though, because they're showing you their teacher face. When they go home, they're being a husband to their wife or a wife to their husband.
My son looked
That's
like a
the
regular
truth.
corner boy. I was like, dang, that's my teacher.
That's the truth. I want to wrap it up on this topic as it relates to this woman and her lying. I
And
am
surviving your 20s. Give us a surviving 20s tips about this.
yeah, I'm gonna give you some tips.
Not some. Yeah, you don't have some tips. Give us like a tip, a word for the girls in their 20s. Talk to them, sure.
Okay, let me give you a word for the girls in their 20s.
Boys
Um
too.
yeah, I have a girls and a boys ending as it relates to this. For women, I don't want you to go around sleeping with individuals and believe that you're going to hit the jackpot. I don't know about this try before you buy. This is not Amazon. Nobody should be trying before they buy in. And you get what I'm saying. Nobody should have access to you if you're not married to them. That's the best advice that I could give you. Uh
Or
it's
or or better yet, if it happens, you can't have no expectations because you never tell anybody anything. You know what I'm saying? You can't just like something happened and now you're gonna be like, hey, what are we?
yeah, I agree with you.
It happened to me once and it was scary. Scary meaning that you know, I got the text, I got the what are we text. I'm like, I didn't know. I don't know. I don't know what happened. So it's like, girls, you can't just.
Oh.
Most dude that what are we is like, what? It's like it's a weird world. It's like if you could see, it's like if someone could do the animation and be like, yo, I did it. He's mine. And then she said, I'm gonna let him know right now that he's mine. And he said, what are we? He's like, what? We just
Yeah, cuz
chilling. Like,
there was no discussion. There was no prior like dating, courting, anything. So to say like what are we like? Can we get ice cream? It's like, girl, you should have got the ice cream before
before, yeah.
to
Now
see
you start running it back in reverse. Like
you running
it
it back in
don't
reverse.
work.
Like I sleep with you today
Then when you
and
start going back
now
to stuff like
we start
nah.
dating. let's start dating and courting. And actually, I'm holy now. Let me not give it up anymore because I want you to wait for me. Where does this come from? It's better that you leave. Like in the last episode when we spoke about Brooke, like it's better that you sometimes you just gotta leave and start over rather than trying to stay and resurrect something like Lazarus. Like it's just not it's not there. If you didn't sit down with someone, this is what I'm saying. As much as you're on the right side of the screen and I'm on the left, that's how people need to have conversations.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
how are
but you know what is funny, and sometimes I think probably we need to like get a T-shirt to help people like like put the meaning of a relationship,
yeah.
because people think that a relationship is just something that happened with a man and a woman or with couples, whatever. But everything in life is a relationship.
Mhm.
Everything is an agreement. That's what
Everything.
I'm saying. Like the movies and whatever people grow up on, like just have a twisted view of relationship. It's just magical. It's supposed to happen, which is it's good to believe that, but it's not all magical. It's great, but it's not all magical. Every day you wake up, you are just doing mad agreements. You go to the store, you pick up something, you pay.
It's a
That's the
transaction.
it's the agreement. Like
It's a
if you take
transaction.
this up, you pay. Everything. You go to the phone. You go to get a phone. Sign right here. You pay this every month. Everything's an agreement. Why do
Mhm.
you think that the most valuable part of you is a free for all, and
That's what I'm
you
saying.
should just
Somebody said private school costs money. This costs money, but my private parts is for free.
that's
No, like
crazy.
I just feel like that's the mindset that we have. Everything is agreement. Like you said, going to the corner store, you going to your job, you agree to the term. You get up, you do some work, you get paid. You come home, if you don't clean your house, you get roaches.
And
It's like
and the dude tip of the day.
yeah,
Nothing dudes love more than not getting an agreement.
there you have it.
Dudes hate agreements with a passion, because now if you hit a dude with an agreement, they start thinking before the agreement, like, yeah, we good, yeah, where we going? Say, so I would like to. All right, I think you hear that once again. Bye,
Canadians change.
bye, cause I ain't never come out here for. So once you out with a dude and he ain't getting no agreement, he loving it. Hit him with an
Mhm.
agreement though. Like, so I'm gonna pay half because I don't know if you expected to get something tonight, but like I don't really roll like that. It's like, oh, that's what's up. Yeah, I guess.
Expectations is down. Now he gonna go home and thinks to himself like, do I really want to be with this girl? Because it looked like she looking for something more serious. She even paid for half her meal, whatever the case is. Like, or are you paying? Because whatever. Like, if you pay, because that argument is dumb to me. But whatever. However that goes in the relationship world, I oh I don't get. I'm not gonna get in your car on the first day. I'm gonna call me a Uber back.
Well, it takes a lot of conscious effort to do that, and that's how people
Yeah.
just do the quick thing. I was like, if it work, it work. If it don't work, it don't work. But you know what's funny? The success rate of it working is very low.
Mhm.
So 8 out of 10 times, it's not gonna work. And living with the reality after that is sometimes very hard for some people.
Yeah.
And that's what happened to this girl, because she started sending her body like a canvas. She was just shipping new pictures and not getting no reply. No
Mhm.
reply for your new pictures, and like it's like slow for you.
Yeah.
So my thing is like, it's an agreement, and dudes don't like agreements, because one thing with a man, if you hold him to something, that most times, 8 out of 10 times, a man, if you hold a man to something, he will do it. So when there's no agreement, it's like a field day. Like, yeah, She ain't saying
Whatever. Yeah, like I
nothing.
can do whatever. Like we ain't have no agreement from the jump. It's whatever with you. And the moment you start hitting him with the "Who are we?" he's gonna be on to the next. No agreement.
Looking
Like
at his
oh,
phone and laughing like,
like I
yo,
signed
who?
up. Like I signed up for way too much than I could bargain for. He's gone. Okay, going with the win. Thanks for giving the girls some input as it relates to that. In conclusion, I'm gonna speak to the guy since Carrot spoke to the girl. So I'm a woman, right? And say you found this woman who has no agreement. She's just like with anything. She comes to your house and you want to give her some tea, like, hey, I want to give you some tea. And she's like, okay, sure. Like, I want some tea. I actually want peppermint tea. You're in the kitchen, you're whipping up the tea, and it's the whistle's blowing. You're putting in the sugar, you put in some honey, and you bring the tea back to her. And she's like, you know what? Actually, I don't want any tea. You can't believe in your head that because she said yes to the tea, um, 10 minutes ago that the yes still stands. When she says no, that she doesn't want any tea, you're not going to hold her by the throat and force the tea down her mouth, right? You're going to respect her no. It's the same thing with sex. If a woman says that, if she says no, it's not favorable for you to go against what she says. As you can see, if Chris Brown didn't have his receipts, if he didn't have his phone with these messages, he would have been in prison. He would have been out of 20 million. He would have been in deep distress and duress because of what this woman had said. So now you have to go into, even though we're telling women to have agreements, we're also telling men to be open to communicating and also having agreements as well. So you're not hit with the what are we? You know what I'm saying? You kind of know like what's happening and what's going on. It's not favorable for you. Hopefully times change. Hopefully justice is served as it relates to all the women who were victims for real and who weren't trying to come up off of like someone's fame, or they were embarrassed and so now they're crying and making false accusations, right? So hopefully we get better as a society. Let's try to live better. Let's try to take people for what they are, not trusting everything that everyone says because it could be a lie. And ultimately, just trying to be genuine. So that's just what I have as it relates to that. Although there's so many gray areas and I could go on and on about mistakes that people have made, stories I've heard, things that I've done. I just pray that, I'm happy that he had his receipts. That's all I can say on that. I just want to thank you guys for tuning in to Surviving 20s podcast. I'm going to bring it down. I know that this was a heavy topic for some. Some of you probably watched to the end. Some of you probably had to take a break. I'm fully aware that, this is a serious topic. And to be accused of something like this is terrible, but to even have it happen to you for real, I can only imagine what ladies or even men have gone through if you have been violated in any way. So my heart goes out to you and I pray that, God restores and heals, and I'm also praying that justice will be served in all ways. Uh, if you have anything that you would like to share with me, if you want to talk about something that happened, I'm all open. I'm all ears. I will even pray with you to get you through or give you some advice as it relates to anything to the best of my ability. And if I'm unable to do so, recommend you to the necessary outlets so that you can get help and healing. Yeah, so you can hit me up at surviving20spod@gmail.com. So that's surviving20spod at gmail.com. Or you can hit me up on Instagram at surviving 2.0 and my personal Instagram, which is right here on the screen. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Remember, be safe, be happy, survive and thrive, and live your best life. Amen. Later.